Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. Child, we finna just get into Shannon Sharpe because there's nothing else going on around here, okay? Except this Shannon Sharpe foolishness and whatnot. I was like, girl, you guilty for a whole lot of reasons. You did what she said you did, mainly because you allowed that lady to play you like a fiddle. And that's your fault, bro. You know what I'm saying? I also feel like, I saw somebody post on social media that if you play with if you play with snow, you gonna catch frostbite, and he catching frostbite. Okay, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and all that stuff, because Shannon Sharpe is burying himself, and it's all his fault. We can't even we don't have nothing to do with this. We can't even stop this. We not even involved in this. I feel like you got to stop fetishizing after Caucasian people when you are a thick, black, grown, older man, because it will always bite you in the what and the butt tops, okay? Oh, happy Tuesday. Tacos, tequilas, and titties and stuff like that. Y'all know we were live yesterday. Go get into that. I did Housewives, get into that. I was live on Sunday and stuff, okay? The Sinners review was up and everything. Now I'm here. Hey, how y'all doing? I got some water. You don't know water on my shirt. I forgot my hair was up. I put a lipstick on because I feel like earlier today, I'm like, there was no real, gossipy stuff going on. When I was looking at the blogs earlier, I have not even gotten into Carlos King's child 2-hour interview with Kirk and Rashida. I'll probably listen to that tomorrow and see what I want to do with it. I may do a listen and stuff on the way to work. I don't know. But yeah, we're going to discuss Shannon because I feel like it deserves its own video. And those who want to watch will watch, and those who don't. And I don't care. But I just want to cut Shannon out one good time and let that be that. That's why I put him and then that damn lawyer, Tony Bugsby, on the thumbnail. Now we have seen his Michelle. Okay, we've seen his Michelle and stuff, and so we now know who it was he was with. And I again, sir, it's your fault. Okay, it's your fault. You did it to yourself. We didn't do it to you. You did it to you. It wasn't anybody but you. You, and only you, and that's on you, sir. But anyway, how y'all doing? I hope everyone having a great Tuesday and stuff. Because we here. Okay, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you to those who watch the live and those who will watch the replay. Y'all see, I did not even want to do a topic, a title, because I'm like, it's Shannon Sharpe. I don't know what's going on, but it's a lot, and it's all stuff that he did. It's his fault, and that's on him. Okay, and I was like, whatever. Sinners gives from dusk to dawn, means demon night to me. Sinners give sinners. I don't want to compare it to any other movie, um, because I don't see it that way. I'm going to see it again tomorrow, when I get off work, because again, I wanted to see it twice, at least 2 times. But yes, sinners, to me, it gives sinners. I haven't seen any movie that the fullness of the story matches anything else. Beside the fact that the story of it being brothers, people being in the building, vampires coming and doing whatever, that ain't even a story. So for me, sinners give sinners, and I don't want to disrespect Ryan Coogler's brilliance movie and try to compare it to anything else. I've never seen another movie that made me feel how Sinners made me feel. It was a great is Sinners will probably be one of my top movies, for a long, long time. Okay. Thank you, Princess. I like my braids too. Even though I'm ready to take them out. They're getting on my nerves. So let's get to my set. Because y'all, when I promise y'all today, the reason we're not gonna be long is because it's nothing to discuss, but it's only Shannon. That's the only thing in the news right now. And I was lucky enough to find some random stupid stuff as a precursor. Okay, but for the most part, it's just Shannon and his foolishness. Then Shannon is, and is again, Shannon is guilty by association, his own association. It's his fault. He did it, not us. A few of the other things that we can, well, let's see. Um, where I want to start. Well, one, congratulations to the Pistons. Okay, look, we have not, they said, and I'm like, they being some haters, that we have not won a playoff game since 2008. I feel like back in the girl, that's a long time ago. But we won a playoff game, okay? It's we defeated the Knicks or whatever. Look, we have to take the wins when we can, okay? And so congrats to us, okay? And I hope we make it further and further and further. Okay. Also, basketball news. Anthony Edwards. Now he's the dude who got a lot of kids, and there's one kid he don't want that's already born and whatnot. It was a game. They was playing a little game. This fool was arguing with a fan in the stands, and I need all celebrities to just pay somebody to sit in the stands. And when they see someone trying to fuss with you, they fuss for you because they won't get fined. You get fined. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's stupid. So he was fussing with a fan in the audience, and at one point he told the man, "My dick bigger than yours," and grabbed his dick. I said, "Now why would you do that on national television? It show how dumb he is." I was like, "Child, he's a baby." An immature, itty bitty baby. Okay, I swear to God, every time I think about that, it's from Harry Potter. What's Bellatrix? Okay, itty bitsy baby. But yeah, Anthony is a baby. Okay, because only an immature, idiotic baby would be at work and think it is okay to say to someone, "My dick bigger than yours," because he's only in the news like this because of the baby mama drama. okay, and all of that. So you can't be doing stupid things like grabbing your crotch on camera and saying the words, my dick bigger than yours. And so the NBA peoples has fined him $50,000 for inappropriate language and making an obscene gesture towards a fan. Okay, can a fan sue? I would. I must. We can't sue because we're an asshole. But again, stupidity. Okay, stupid. Men are doing some dumb things, okay? But so are women. Remember Nene kept telling us she was single and her and that man ain't together no more? And he's a narcissist. Nene was talking cash money shit about that Naomi dude, dogging him out. He's a narcissistic person. He's this, he's that, and she's still with him. Now, also, Peter got a new restaurant. I said, how does Peter keep getting restaurants? Who keep giving Peter deals and buildings to sell food out of? And why ain't Peter in prison? Did he get sentenced to prison? I swear it's weird. It's weird to me that only certain people can get found guilty and sentenced to prison, but not go away to prison. It's so weird. Okay, but Peter got a new restaurant. I think it's called like, I don't know what it's called, it don't even matter. But I'm saying Nene and that man is together still, and they was having dinner at Peter restaurant. That's a trifecta bullshit. Nene's full of shit, Naomi full of shit, and Peter full of shit. The food looked good though. It made me hungry. It really did. But I'm like, child, who's gonna pay the bill? Who gonna pay the bill? Because anyway. So yeah, Nene is still with that man. Don't y'all listen to Nene, because she is an indecisive person stuck in a cycle of foolishness with that lady husband. Okay, I'm leaving that be and whatnot because that's what it is. Now, also we're gonna say congrats to Meg the Stallion. Okay, now Meg did Coachella. Had a great time at Coachella. Okay. Thank you, everyone who came out to watch my teen show out at Coachella. Okay. Megan, I love the fact that she's focusing on the music. She's being a rapper. She's collaborating with other artists, men, women, and in the people's case with Sierra and Latifah and Victoria Monet. You know what I'm saying? And having a good ass time with cute hair and cute outfits. And she's rapping. She's dancing, and having a good time. Okay, but again, she did Coachella. And she said, I had a whole great time with all the people. And I'm happy y'all love me because I love y'all. And Hot Girl Coach, okay. So congrats to Meg for doing her thing at Coachella. Kevin Hart will be hosting the 2025 BT Awards. The air said June 9th, so June 9th, 8 p.m. Okay, the show it will be a live show in LA. I like live shows. I hate pre-recorded shows because they feel fake to me. But Kevin Hart is the host, and they had a whole little preview that he did, a little announcement. It was cute. Kevin Hart, it should be entertaining. Now, it's the BET Awards, the movies and music and TV shows. I can't remember what it is, okay? But again, we're going to see who's going to be there, and hopefully we will all watch. I will be reviewing the BET Award, but again, he is the host this year. It is the 25th year. 25 years. I'm 43. Dang, that's a long time. So 25 years of BT-ness and stuff that we can watch on that day. Okay. A good thing around here, the Muskie Man, okay, Muskie Man around here will be stepping back from his fake job with Code 45 because he wants to focus on his struggling Tesla brand. They said his brand had went down 71%. Good. I hope it fails. Okay. I hope don't nobody buy not damn another Tesla. Okay. I don't like them. So I am happy his Tesla business is down 71%. Okay, it says Tesla reported a 71% drop in the first quarter profits and a 13% decline in vehicle deliveries. We don't want that shit. A part of me feel like it wasn't even really celebrities getting tested. It was regular people. So the regular people that you offended don't want your cars no more. Okay. But again, go away from us, get out our face, go have dinner or breakfast with Jimmy Dean Sausage Man and go meet the Pope. Anyway, um, was that me? I don't really care. Now, those were the little celebrity things. I got a couple of weird shits going on in the world. Okay. Now, the only reason I'm bringing this one up because I was like, how you commit a whole crime, but how your wig is still in prison? Don't they make you take your wigs off? A 23-year-old woman is facing a felony charge after she beat up somebody in their 70s. And I'm only upset about how regular she looked at her thing. Girl, I don't like it. Okay, lock her ass up. Okay. Kiana Danae Sanders was arraigned today, okay, in the courts or whatever, charged with assault with intent to do great bodily harm, not murder. Okay, it states the people said, hold on. The people said, I forgot to put my ring girl. Oh, sorry. The people said that it was a dispute. It said the lady had a dispute with the granddaughter of the 70-year-old lady, okay? And then it was like, why are you fussing with the granddaughter? Okay, but anyway, it says the attack began over dispute involving the victim's granddaughter who had reportedly given out someone's phone number. Giving out a phone number should not cause your grandma to get beat up. That's just stupid. Okay. It then said Sanders and another woman went to the victim's house while there. One of the women is accused of firing, not shooting at the house. It was kids inside. See, this is the stupid shit that cause accidents that get people harmed, and you want to beat my ass. Sanders is accused of walking up to the front door, attacking the woman with a brick. A brick. A 70-year-old person. Okay, a 70-year-old person, a black eye, some facial swelling, a bruised lip, and double breathing. First of all, somebody should be her ass in prison immediately, today, right now. Okay, it then says the private say Sanders returned to the home second time after the attack. The officer Sanders later posted on social media bragging about beating up an
have this individual beating a 70-plus-year-old woman, allegedly with a brick. And we can see the injuries that that individual ended up sustaining. At least the way I read it, we have facial injuries, including a black eye, swelling to her face. And
first of all, I feel like if you in prison or you in jail here in the D, and someone find out that you beat up somebody's grandmama, they're gonna beat your ass in jail. You like beating up old ladies, they're gonna beat you up in jail, and that's on you. People just stupid shit. Okay, dumb crimes of children and whatnot. Okay, then I seen this. I said, now what the hell? The White House is going to persuade women to have kids. Want to give out medals. I you know how you like what? Code 45 is looking for ways to push women to have more children and get married. They're exploring policies that line up with conservative values, okay, and some sort of ideas that is raising eyebrows. It says, according to reports by the New York Times, one proposal will give a new mom's $5,000 baby bonus after giving birth, okay? Another would set aside 30% of Fulbright scholarships for people who are married or have kids. Okay, they also want the government to give women. They also talk about using government money to teach women how to track their cycle, so they can better understand how to get pregnant. I just you can't make this shit up. First of all, even if you give a person $5,000 for having a baby, that's gonna get sucked up in the first month of having the said baby. A $5,000 lump sum don't help nobody take care of no baby. That is stupid. You. Y'all go get some condoms. Get some condoms. Get some birth control. Child, we let the world die anyway. I said, what happened now? What is y'all doing? Birmingham mom arrested for fatally striking her boyfriend with a car at a kid's birthday party. Okay, the father was pinned between cars, and I said, what?
Dispute in Birmingham. Police have just identified the man they say was hit and pinned against a house by the mother of his children.
Bitch, what? You killed your baby daddy at the baby birth?
This all unfolding during a birthday and Easter celebration last night. ABC 3340's Jaylee Johnson joins us live with the latest.
Brenda, investigators say 27-year-old McKees James Bostic died after being hit, but an autopsy will determine his exact cause of death. Now,
it was the car that she hit him with.
I'm told an argument between Bostic and his children's mother escalated to the point where a gun was involved and eventually led to his death. A deadly act of rage between a mother and father.
Stop having babies with people you don't like. Okay? Stop it.
Unfolded with their children possibly in the back seat. Birmingham police say they responded to a chaotic scene on Lisa Lane around 9:50 Easter Sunday night.
Resurrection Sunday. You killed somebody on the day Jesus came back from the dead?
It was initially 4 shots being fired, but while en route,
Domestic dispute in Birmingham
received an update.
Officers were updated that a female was trying to run over a male in a vehicle.
Investigators found 27-year-old McKees James Bostic pinned between a vehicle and a house where a birthday party and Easter celebration had taken place.
The female suspect did in fact run over the male. He was trapped between the vehicle and a house.
Investigators say the incident stemmed from a domestic argument between Bostic and a woman he shares children with. A large crowd, including family members and children, witnessed the incident. It got so chaotic, Birmingham police had to call a max emergency for all officers to respond to the scene.
So you traumatize your children by killing their daddy, then traumatize other people's kids by doing it on Easter Sunday while they're getting the little bunnies and jelly beans. Bitches is crazy.
There's a large commotion. Family members were visibly upset because their loved one was just hit, and officers could not get the scene under control with East Precinct officers.
Under Alabama law, this deadly incident could mean serious charges if intent is determined.
Because those kids were there, this can now be a capital murder case. Because anytime in Alabama when there's a child that the couple shares in common that's under the age of 14, you now could be looking at capital murder.
You didn't capitally murder your kid. First of all, she looked guilty. Her hair looked guilty. I just need people to, if you are not cool with your kid's other parent, just leave them alone. Okay, go home, take a nap, leave it be. Okay, because fussing with somebody, running somebody over, and killing somebody is dumb. Now your kid daddy dead, and you gonna be in prison for life, so you dead too, basically. Girl, anyway, I don't understand it. I don't understand the point of beefing with somebody and then killing them and then you go to prison. Unless it is I'm trying to save my own life, I am defending my children. You can't chase somebody down in a car and hit them. Girl, anyway, let her go to prison. And I hope her kids get therapy. I don't even want to do the other one because
this is new at 5 Easter Sunday.
No, because this girl killed her 19-year-old Vancouver girl arrested because she stabbed her father and cut her mama throat because the parents wished her a happy resurrection day and she don't believe in God. So this Caucasian lady is crazy. Okay, leave that bitch in jail forever. Because there's on no given Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, should you be so upset that someone said Happy Resurrection Day, that you kill people and slit throats and stab folks because you don't believe in God? Just say no, thank you. No, thank you. Now, luckily, the parents did not die, but the girl was arrested and she's charged with 2 counts of attempted murder. And she has a $500,000 bond. Leave her crazy ass in prison. Okay? Yeah. Now, I want to get to Shannon. I told it ain't nothing but Shannon today. Okay? It ain't nothing but Shannon. That's it. That's all we have. Okay? I was trying to watch. Do I even care about the Yandy and them stuff? I don't really care about Yandy and Mendices. I have saved it, but I don't really care. But I want to get to Shannon Sharpe. Well, first of all, because we only been up about 30 minutes, y'all can take 30 seconds and like the video. So, first things first, we see his Michelle. Okay. The Michelle of it all has been released. They have found the woman suing Shannon Sharpe for $50 million. Her child. Because Shannon said her name is Gabby. She goes by Carly on OnlyFans. She's 22 years old or whatever. I feel like, first of all, she looked like a teenager. Like she looked like she's, in high school. She don't even look like an adult. So that's weird. This girl don't look. She. Shannon is guilty by association because he associated himself with this Caucasian person who looks like they're in high school. Okay, she don't even look old enough to be. She don't even look attractive. You know what I'm saying? She looks so young. She's not attractive. Like I don't comprehend how a 56, 55-year-old black man can see this individual and say, you know what, I want to sleep with her. That's weird. Now, I don't know how. When I'm assuming these photos are current, or at least from a time when she was at least 19. Because they met in 2023. It had a 2-year-long situationship. So I'm assuming that these pictures are from within the past 2 years. Either way it go, she don't look old enough for it to be an attractive thing. Now, if a dude was 25, maybe, dudes in their early 20s could see her and say, I like her because that's young. But nobody in their 50s should see someone who looked like her and then say, you know what, I want to hit that. Okay, that's thing one. Okay, because there's a few little things around here. Now, firstly, I discussed it a little bit earlier on. The audio of the proof that I'ma strangle you.
I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
it sounds like it's a teenager. It's like DJ calling 50. I need some money for food at college. Can you send me $20 for me to get a sandwich? Yes, never. You know what I'm saying? She sound like my little cousins. She don't even sound like an adult that you want to be.
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
what does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna fucking choke the shit out of you when I see you.
Now I said, well, Shannon. Now that's Shannon's voice. The audio still feel weird. The audio does seem edited. There's a lot of quiet space, a lot of non-talking back, a lot of just dead air. Because I feel like if somebody is an intimidating, threatening person and they say, I'm going to choke you, I'm just surprised he said that one statement and then get quiet. It's like, finish the thread.
Thank you.
Okay.
See all this dead air. I'm like, what is happening?
Well, I don't.
You know what?
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think.
It's just, that to me was weird. One, that is his voice. Two, he did say it. Three, I feel like that recording is missing some context. That recording more sounds like role play, horrible role play. Either she is not mature enough. One, she don't sound mature enough to hold a conversation. But that's why I'm telling y'all, I'm telling him, you are guilty by association because you put yourself in this predicament. You're guilty by association. But hearing that audio, I just felt like this is what you like. That's your thing. You know, I feel like she was so quiet. I'm surprised because she in the lawsuit she said he's very aggressive or he's uncontrollable. He didn't sound like a person who was an uncontrollable, angry person. He sounded too calm, threatening her, in my opinion. So it's just that phone call recording is weird. So that came out earlier today. Then Shannon came out and said, I want to talk. Let me see. Did I save it from his page? No, this is from his page. He posted this on his own page today.
My family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown.
First of all, he's reading from a teleprompter. Okay, so we get it from the hordes. We get it from the hordes. It's also from the attorney or somebody wrote it. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Buzley, who has targeted Jay-Z.
Jay-Z like, how I get in this? Don't, no. Leave me out of it. I don't have nothing to do with it. I also feel like now, even though we do agree that Tony Busby did go after Jay-Z unfairly or whatever, that's different from your situation. So, leave it separate.
Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself.
So you don't have no videos of you and your white lady doing it? If Tony Busby has a 10 or so minute sex tape of them, I mean, yeah, put the whole thing out. Unless the 30 seconds he has is the first 30 seconds. Like if he puts out the first 30 seconds of y'all communication, and if in the first 30 seconds she's saying no, the rest don't matter. But at the end of the day, whenever someone says no means no. Now, if you role playing, I mean, that is different. But you need to have conversation on camera when it's role playing. I don't know.
You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Karla on OnlyFans.
So you are a rich and powerful, successful black man, and you made a conscious decision to date a 19-year-old white girl who does OnlyFans? Shannon Sharpe is guilty by association because he associated himself with a 19-year-old Caucasian lady who does OnlyFans. And you were 55 at the time, because this happened in 2023. He was around 55 then. It's your fault. We can't blame anybody but you. Even if Gabby, aka Carly, or girl, whatever her name is, whatever her name is, even if she is a setter-upper, okay, even if she set you up, you were dumb enough to fall for the yellow banana in the tailpipe, and now you can fuck.
Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about.
We don't doubt it's a money grab. We don't doubt it at all. The issue is you decided to take yourself to the Snow Bunny pond, pick up a itty bitty baby Snow Bunny, and now you're pissed because the Snow Bunny played you. We know it's a money grab. We not dumb. You were. We're not. But it's not our fight. The reason this is not our fight is because you took yourself out of the pool of protection of black women and black people when you went around there with Snow Bunny in the teenager pool. You want to play, Tony Busby is coming at the black men. He is, but you were dumb enough to get caught up in it. Why would you do that? Why? And the fact of the matter is, when we now see the girl, she don't even look like something worth risking your life for. She looks like a itty bitty baby. You out here with some kind of fetish for young white women, and you're not upset that a young white woman played the black man. Have you not seen? Ain't you from the country? Don't you know racial tension? You surprised that the young white girl played you.
And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks. To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues.
At one point, he mentioned suing. Where is that one at? I feel like he said he was going to sue her, but I didn't see it right there. Is it this one?
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation.
Okay, he did say he's suing them for defamation. Okay.
Trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
Shannon. Now there was also, they said Shannon's attorney allegedly, per the baller alerts, they're saying Shannon Sharpe's attorney confirms he offered the lady at least 10 mil to resolve the case. Why would you do that? Shannon Sharpe's attorney, Lanny Davis, revealed that the NFLer Hall of Famer offered his accuser at least $10 million to resolve the civil sexual assault case before in public. Davis said the offer was made during mediation within the last month or so and claimed the woman walked away suddenly without warning. It was a big surprise to us when suddenly this case was filed without any advance warning. The accused represented by a controversial person, Tony Busby, filed it on Sunday. Alleged they met 2023. She was 19, 20 years old, to a 2-year consensually sexual relationship with him or whatever. But in October 24 and January 2024, or October 2024 and January 25 is when she's saying that he allegedly sexually assaulted her. Now again, we saw the text he put out yesterday. We now see what she looked like today. Offering 10 mil is weird to me. I feel like when you offer someone, that was, that may be why she asked for more money. Because if you're willing to pay me 10 privately, how much more can I get publicly? And also, you can't then say, well, we offered $10 million, you said no, but then want to do a interview saying it's a shakedown. It's always been a shakedown, always. But you put yourself in this predicament by even fucking with that little girl. It's weird to me when grown black men make the decision to date immature, itty bitty baby ass white women. And then when you get in some trouble, you want us to come help you. You want us to support you and stand with you, or you want us to stand. And the whole, Busby wants to take down a black man. Well, maybe black men, be a black man. And that does not mean that as a black man, you can't date outside your race. What it means is you chose something so seedy. The Caucasian person you picked doesn't even look old enough to be attractive to a 55-year-old man. She can't even buy liquor. You got Club Shay. She can't at 19, 20, she can't legally buy liquor. How are you attracted to and want to have sex with somebody that when y'all finish fucking, she can't go down to the bar or the hotel to get a drink? She don't even look old enough to suck dick right. And I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying, if you're going to have, I don't mind people. You like what you like. Cool. Like what you like. But I'm like, how are you attracted to that? She's a beautiful young girl. You know what I'm saying? If DJ liked her, it would make sense. He's 19. I am 43. I can't look at anybody like under. I feel weird if I see someone in their 20s and I say, damn, are they cute? I think they like a baby. Like an itty bitty baby. It makes me feel awkward even trying to say someone in their 20s is handsome, because I'm not that. I'm 40 fucking 3. So you was 55 and she was 19, 20. Y'all having this weird, role play. I'm the big black man, you the itty bitty one white woman that want to call me the big black baby, making it weird. Look, when I seen Kofi, who was on Queen Sugar, I was like, how old is he? How old is he? But Kofi looks like a grown ass man. For me, if it's someone, if she was 20 years old and she looked 30, I would say I don't see nothing wrong with that, because she do look grown. For people who look, if you are at least 18 years old and you look 30 for whatever reason, whatever. You know what I'm saying? My issue be, you are 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, and you look like a high schooler. I don't see the attraction. You know what I'm saying? But when you are 18, 19, 20, 21, 24, 25, but you look like you're in your upper 20s or 30s, I don't mind that, because visually you look grown. You look grown and you're legal. Now, if you 15, 14, 16, and you look 30, I can't fuck with you because you was a child. And that little girl looked like somebody's little girl. She looked like someone's itty bitty baby. She don't even, her body don't even, at least in these pictures here, her body don't even look formed. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Keisha was back. The girl looks like she's going, yeah, she looks like an itty bitty baby. And yet she was on OnlyFans. Look, when you are doing OnlyFans from an aspect of trying to be a sexualized person and have a good old sexual time, that means she's selling what she got to get what she wants. She's about the money, dummy. So you went and got somebody who was young enough and dumb enough to play you. Because that means she recorded conversations. That means she recorded y'all having sex at least one time. She has all these, I won't say accurate, because she said he's uncontrollably angry. Where's the lawsuit? Let me where's the lawsuit? In her lawsuit, okay, she said, after many months of manipulating and controlling a woman who was more than 30 years younger than him, and repeatedly threatening to brutally choke and violently slap, he took it. But where is? I don't know how she describes. And let me see. She said Sharpe was much older than her. She found him physically intimidating. He was very determined and insistent. He would frequently call her, text her, would not take no for an answer. She finally agreed. He asked for the NDA. She said no. Okay. They had a rocky, consensual relationship that lasted almost 2 years. Plaintiff said Sharpe saw her on his terms, on his schedule, almost 4 times a week. She found him to be dishonest about his whereabouts. He would lie and this and that. He would manipulate her. He at times being sweet and loving to get what he wanted, and at other times being angry and aggressive to achieve his goals. He was extremely emotional and possessed an uncontrollable temper. He's a narcissist. So I'm like, she used all these buzzwords of big black man who wants to control me, and he allowed it to happen. I don't want anyone to think I'm trying to play either side, because a victim is a victim if is a victim, and if he is this big dangerous man, he deserves to be arrested or whatever. But a part of me feel like he was stupid enough to seek out, because she said he that he saw her and talked to her. He eventually found out she was on OnlyFans. He kept fucking with her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he at one point made it seem as if he does not date, young people, but she was not. She was, even if she was 20 when they met. Even if she was 20 when they met, she don't sound mature at all.
I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
what does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a dick to me now, so
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
oh Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna fucking choke the shit out of you when I see you.
Awkward. There was a second part where there was some other text that came out. Now this says, digital text revealed OnlyFans model Gabby confronted Shannon Sharpe over unprotected booty sex. Okay, on the day that she said that he took it. Now, wait, where is it at? I know y'all can't read that, right? I had to look it up. It says on January 2nd, but I cried when you left because I begged you to put a condom on and not put it in my butt, and you didn't listen. I don't care what our history is. No means no, Shannon. Then it's a text from her to him. I don't know how to process this. On January 2nd, it looked like it's a text from him to her that says, "Can I call you later?" Then there's another text, and let me blow it up so I can read it, because I gotta see it so y'all can know what to say. And then this one from Gabby to him, "I want to be abused, Daddy," from June 14th, I think 2022. And then another one from Gabby to is allegedly Shannon that says, I want like some hardcore BDSM action though. So those are two texts that, they have, are these two texts here that, came out allegedly. Now, I feel like the one known thing is that they had a sexual relationship. It was freaky deaky. It was a bit extra. It was not just the regular things. It was some BDSM. But he was dumb enough. And not only that, when you look, when you are in a committed, consensual, sexual relationship, you know what it is. But this wasn't that. This was a young girl who you was probably paying a little bit here, a little bit there to be with you. Whether you paying her financially, paying the bill, or whatever it may be, there should have been some kind of contract, some kind of NDA, some kind of mutually agreement, okay, of y'all discussing what this was. I think the moment you did not make her sign an NDA, the moment you did not have her acknowledge what the role play was, she was waiting to set you up. But again, as my thumbnail say, Shannon is guilty by association because he associated himself with this girl. Now, the lawyer Tony Bugsby, who's suing, he's a ambulance chaser, okay? But there was also, where is it? Because Tony Bugsby put out something. Oh, where is it? I don't know where it is. Is it this one? Let me see. Tony Bugsby put out something, but I can't find because it was. Oh, here you go. So Tony Bugsby, child, and his bull stuff. He says, but I have to read it to be fair. Okay, to be fair, because there is enough evidence that something happened. We just don't know, who is more truthful. But also I think we almost don't care anymore because again, you made your bed and your Caucasian snow bunny, and this was it. So Tony said prior to engaging in the mediation process with the Sharpe counsel, insisted on Jane Doe signing a confidentiality agreement. Sharpe's attorney has now breached that agreement while at the same time deliberately revealing her name because we know her name now. But deliberately revealing her name, phone number, and private messages that again predate the alleged rape. That was a grievous error on Sharpe's part because now all the things discussed and revealed in that mediative process will at some point be revealed as set forth in the filed lawsuit. His conduct of the 2-year relationship reveals a pattern of narcissism, manipulation, coercive control that got worse. Although we will say the video discussed by Sharpe's lawyer for the courtroom, I would suggest that Mr. Sharpe's new lawyer take a moment to listen to his clients a different time in audio and add for the real story and the attached audio, which was captured near the end of the relationship. He threatened to choke her. We heard it already. I don't care. This is my first time. Blah blah. This part don't matter. It's just him saying he did it. And he was dumb. And he was. Yeah, y'all make sure you like the video. Like the video, please. I'm saying go ahead and like it. Let me pin in peace thing. It's I'm not trying to be one, but she's not saying. Well, allegedly they started talking in 2023. And she was around 19 to 20 years old at that time. So she was never underage. However, she doesn't seem mature, in my opinion. He could be removed from first take. It is possible. A part of me feel like, them saying that he offered the girl $10 million and she said no. Again, right here, Mr. Sharpe offered Jane Doe $10 million in writing to not file her lawsuit. The fact that someone, bitch, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. If the man I'm sleeping with offers me $10 million to not file a lawsuit after we had a 2-year consensual relationship with a lot of freaky dicky shit, I would have took the 10 million. The reason I would have taken that because I don't have 10 mil for one. If I take him to court, he would have less money for two. You know what I'm saying? And a part of me feel like she just said, well, I want more money. I want more money. The fact that she wanted more money to me is proof she wanted money. I kept on saying, if the situation happened back in October, that's less than 6 months ago, have him arrested. And I think someone commented on my YouTube page and said, they commented somewhere, maybe it was on TikTok, I don't know, but they said maybe she felt like a lawsuit would be too hard to prove. Maybe she felt like I would not be able to get him arrested and charged with the assault in the court of law criminally. Let me sue him civilly. And I said, I get that. However, I would never bypass criminal stuff if I'm upset that he took it. If I'm upset he took it, I want him arrested more than anything. I'm calling the police first, and 30 days after that, I'm filing a lawsuit civilly to me. No. When they met, she was 19 or 20. They met in 2023. She was never underage. I don't want to get that misconstrued. She was never underage. The youngest she was 19. They met in 2023. They dated for 2 years because it's currently 2025. She was never underage. She was always at least 19 years old. So she's around, she was 19 or 20 when they met. And now she's around, 21, 22 now. Because maybe she met him at 19. She turned 20. It's been 2 years. And so again, she's around 21, 22 currently. They just stopped talking in January of 2025. That's when the alleged second taking of the cooch or the butt happened. But it's his fault. It's fully his fault that he let himself get in this predicament. I feel like on his shows, he talked as if he is so much in control. He has the system. He doesn't like being left alone with single people. Like he talks as if everything is always in order to avoid these kinds of situations. So to know for the past 2 years, this is what has been going on. You have been dealing with this young Caucasian-ish woman, you know what I'm saying, who, in my opinion, was able to goad you into being on recordings, threatening her. You know what I'm saying? One, you shouldn't, because his defense is we had this type of relationship. It was a BDSM dominant type of thing. And some people, like, look, not that y'all know, look, when you are with, what happens in the bedroom, it happens. Some of us like freaky things, and there may be things that is said in the bedroom that are for the bedroom. You may like a little bit of domination. Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? There are things that people do freaky deaky like that makes sense in the bedroom. However, if that's what y'all are doing, there need to be clear cut rules, paperwork. When you are that famous and you have that kind of money in your bank account, you need to cover yourself just in case. No, I'm not saying you can't get free to get with a girl or a person okay, and want to be a little bit, you can do that. But I feel like he left too much freedom for it to be the question of, was this just some free shit they did, or is he this conniving, dangerous man, or is she a conniving, dangerous little girl? He left the door open for us to have to wonder, well, what the fuck? The first, what the fuck, is how young she looked. The second, what the fuck, is you saying these things over the phone. You should not even say that. Say that shit in person. Say it in person. Don't sit over the phone. Don't do that. No, don't do that. And the fact that you are now 57, at the time around 55, it feels pervy. You know what I'm saying? And even when we heard his, the leaked Instagram sex session, you can tell by how we heard that going, he has a preference in how he likes to be pleasured. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. But that don't match you and this young girl. And, I know we had a conversation about Drea, who was in her 40s, and her baby Eddie, who was in his 20s. We had the conversation about because it's other young folks too. When there are older women who date younger men, and how it seems pervy. And my thing be, does the person act mature? Is the person an adult? That's why I take it. But I'm like, she don't even sound like an adult. She don't look like an adult. That's what I can't get with. I can't understand how he was attracted to that. She doesn't give grown woman vibes to me by how she looks. Yes, MP, Robert Nero, who just had a baby, because how just had a baby with a young itty bitty person. Now I can't remember if the girl looked grown or not. Okay, I don't remember, but there are scenes. Even was it Al Pacino too, who had a baby with the young one? Because Al was like in his 80s, and I think his girl was like in her 30s or whatever. So, and I do feel like it's a bit of a double standard when we have women who are dating younger men. Mick Jagger. Okay, Mick Jagger. I can. You know what I'm saying? It's a weird thing. I'm a firm believer. I can't date. I would never date anyone who's younger than 30. It's weird to me. It's weird to me. And Shannon not only allowed himself to be fooled, he not only allowed himself to get into a sexual relationship with a 19, 20-year-old woman, he also allowed himself to be recorded by her and saying things in ways that can be misconstrued as abusive, manipulation, and just downright wrong. But I am a fool. I am fully aware that when you fucking somebody, you may say some things. You know what I'm saying? You may ask them to call you some things. You may ask them to choke you. You may you may ask, hey, choke me a little bit. I fully get that too. And that's why this is a seedy situation, because she could fully be lying for the money. She could fully be misconstruing their consensual relationship for the money. However, Why the fuck would you date a 19 to 20-year-old? It's his fault. And again, I do also, a part of me, and it's not to be racial, okay, but a part of me also feel like you went out and got a white girl. And the reason we can bring that up is because he keep mentioning how he's a black man. And the only reason he's mentioning how he's a black man being railroaded by this white Caucasian lawyer is because the victim is white. Period. Then y'all were having these, private mediations because, they went to you about the lawsuit and you offered her $10 million. Now, maybe he offered her that because he knew how it would look. That's possible. Okay, that's possible. He could have possibly offered her 10 mil because he knew how it would look to the public. Because he know I was fucking her and we was into BDSM. It was some slaves. I had to put that big black, put that baby gravy in me. You know what I'm saying? That girl don't know nothing about that baby gravy. So to me, I feel like she had probably been collecting proof, collecting evidence. But it's his fault. You let her do it. It's your fault. The text, because again, we have not seen any text that he sent her. My thing would be, okay, if this is consensual, whatever, and if you asked her, hey, I want you to call me, a big black gorilla. I want you to tell me if you told her what you like, show us proof that was it. You can't only show stuff she said that was freaky deaky. Show us proof that y'all had that kind of conversation. And that's how y'all talked. You know what I'm saying? But you chose to secretly be involved with this young Caucasian-eyed lady. And now you want the black delegation to come save you and be on side. We can't. We can't. Fight it out in court. Fight it out in court. Shannon gives off the vibe that I think I said it yesterday, I believe. Shannon is a thick chocolate country bumpkin black man who when he has very strong, beautiful features. But we all also know back in the day, people probably did not like Shannon back in the day. It's a possibility that Shannon Sharpe was not the desirable man back then. You know what I'm saying? So it's very possible that as he's an adult, he's gotten some fame. He's a handsome man. Okay, because I like African features. I love African features. I love, all of our skin tones. I love all of that. I'm not a person who is more appreciative of more European type features. I love a good old black man. You hear me? Big nose, big lips. Okay, I like all that. Thick, I like all that. You hear me? So I see him differently, but I think he maybe wasn't treated the best back in the day. So I can see him as an adult, and now women want him because he's NFL playing Shannon Sharpe. Okay, and so now, yes, I want you to call me your big black this, your big black that. Give me that big black look. I can see him wanting that because he's living out fantasies of what he did not get to do in his 20s, in his 30s, and even as a teen, even like, you know what I'm saying? So I can see him playing into the young white women wanting me, or the young white, the young black, the young Latina, the young whatever. Okay. But him wanting this, I am the black slave master, and I'm sneaking around with the white man's daughter. I can see him want to play into that. I can see him wanting to role play. He is this dominant figure, and yeah, look up to me and want me. Yeah, shut up. Yeah, I can see that. I can see him wanting to experience things sexually. Okay. And that's okay. Like what you like, but you need to be smart. There's no reason as to why she never signed an NDA. There's no reason as to why you even had these open conversations, excuse me, these conversations with her that were so sexual in nature, but it seems so one-sided. But I'm like, be freaky deaky with a person who looks like an adult. You know what I'm saying? Be freaky deaky with someone who, you know what I'm saying, can handle what you, because not everybody can handle everyone's level of freak at all. And so you need to find someone mature enough to handle what you want and what you want to do and how you want to do it and how you want to have a particularly private life. Okay, child, look, you have to, I've told y'all for a long time, if you are a JayBird, I've said it thousands of times. I've always said, don't you send your face in no pussy picture. I've always said, don't put your face in nothing that can be traced back to you. You only do things with people you trust. If they want to see your cooch, they'll come see it in person. Okay, you do things with people you trust. She don't look trustworthy. And not just because she white. On top of her being white, she don't look trustworthy. She's not old enough to know how to hold a secret. Okay, she don't look old. She not old enough to know how to keep a fucking secret. And you around here, oh my Michelle, oh my, and you that ain't no Michelle. That ain't even Michelle, which was also lets you know he wants to put out this energy that I am with grown women and I be banging them out and doing blah 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 blah. But behind closed doors, he fucking Michelle Tanner. Thank you. Is it Kay Alexander? He sounds like he's in love or has feelings for her. You want to be mean to me now, or whatever he said. He seems immature himself. Do better, sir. I feel like not only is he, because my thing is I can't even. Y'all have heard him's voice. You know what I'm saying? I can't even be, turned on by someone who sounds childish. And hearing their conversation, like she's Michelle Tanner. Oh my Michelle. Oh my Michelle. And now wait, hold on, y'all. Hold on. When did that porn? When did that happen? When did Shannon IG Live with Michelle. When did that happen? That was in September. Y'all, hold on. That happened in September of 2024. So, okay, y'all, hold on, y'all. My wheels is turning now. We know that this person is not Michelle, but walk with me, okay? Walk with me, people. Okay, we're gonna get there. The Shannon thing happened in September. She claims in October is when he took it, but I feel like, did he purposefully leak him banging Michelle because things were already going down south with Michelle Tanner? Okay, now we know the Michelle girl, we know it ain't her. So me calling her Michelle Tanner is just me being funny. Okay. However, if the leak stuff happened in September 2024, she then said in October 2024 is when she's claiming that he took her booty. Okay. But if things were already going south between him and this person here, Gabby. Okay, oh my Gabby. If things were going bad between him and Gabby, was he already trying to change the narrative of what he likes? Because Michelle sounded black. And in her lawsuit, she did say that because she was upset with him for being with somebody else, okay, for being with someone else, that caused a rift with them. That all I'm saying, oh my Gabby, a part of me wonder, things going bad with white girl Gabby. Okay, things are going bad with white girl Gabby. I'm already messing. Oh my Michelle. Okay, let me and Michelle, because let me talk Michelle through it. Okay, so that way, if white girl Gabby is saying he this and that and that and that, we have the notion of him banging, oh my Michelle and stuff. It feels as if there's another narrative at play. We need Michelle to come out. We fully need Michelle to come on out. Okay, look, I got the lawsuit up. In the lawsuit on page 9 of the lawsuit, it says, then in September 2024, Sharpe humiliated plaintiff. He live streamed himself having sex with another woman on Instagram for over 1.1 million followers to see. He later made jest of the incident on the podcast. But for the plaintiff, it was anything but funny. He had repeatedly assured her they were in an exclusive relationship, albeit unhealthy and abusive. That this was a lie that not only hurt her emotionally, it made her feel, it made her fear for, her sexual health, and she could go to STD. At that point, the plaintiff pulled away from him. She stopped answering his phone calls, stopped telling him where she was, when he wanted to know where she was. Plaintiff attempts at freedom upset Sharpe. He began calling her and blah, blah, blah. This is all a scheme that Gabby came to us with to bring us the bullshit. I don't either. I don't believe he told her they were exclusive, only because personally and publicly on his show, he always he never made it a thing of saying he had any kind of exclusive relationship. So I don't believe her in saying he told me it was just me and him. Girl, no. And if he did, it wasn't in any real way at all. I felt like he started to realize, I think she playing me. Yeah, he never showed us a Gabby ever. And he probably never would. Never would. Oh, my Michelle. Oh, my Gabby. You know what I'm saying? It's just, look, y'all know I make light of things so that, it's not so heavy. You know what I'm saying? I still feel Shannon put himself in this predicament. Shannon put himself in harm's way. Shannon dated someone who was immature mentally and physically, you know what I'm saying? And once he realized, oh, she set me up, I think he tried to settle out of court with her. Because I think he knew the freaky shit they've done. I think once he realized, oh, she has recordings, oh, all these texts, I think he said, oh, let me try to, protect myself. I think he thought, 10 mil was a number she would accept, but she turned down the 10 mil. Okay. Yeah, he didn't think she was smart enough to do this. But I said, you never, child, look, you never should think that someone isn't smart enough to do things, or you don't do things privately that if it came out publicly, you could get in trouble for it. You know what I'm saying? There is nothing I've done privately that ain't none of y'all business. You know what I'm saying? That if it became a public knowledge thing, I would get in trouble. Like no one can sue me for anything I've done in the bedroom. Okay. And he wouldn't do it anyway. Okay, we've had that conversation. Okay. And once you get to the point of being a Shannon Sharpe, to being a multi-million-dollar entity, you should have safeguards put in place. But you made the choice. His first mistake was, and this, not to be racial, okay? His first mistake was dating a white woman. His second part of that same mistake was dating a white woman who had nothing to lose. And the third part of that same mistake was a white woman with nothing to lose who is so young. Had he been dating a 25-year-old senior in college, I would say, I mean, she young, but at least, she's, you know what I'm saying? At least she has something or whatever. I would not bat an eyelid if it was a 25-year-old college graduating Caucasian woman who maybe has some wits about her. But you chose to date a 19, 20, 21-year-old girl who does OnlyFans. And she white. And we like her being white is a factor. Like people can say, oh, race should matter. Race absolutely matters when you're black. The only time race don't matter is if you're white. I'm not saying he should be abusing anyone. That ain't what I said. That ain't what I said at all. What I said was he chose to date a white woman. When you date a white woman, whatever you do with them will come off as if you're the big bad black man. That's my point. I never said he should be abusing women of color. So we're not going to do that. I don't know if you knew here. I don't know. But don't do that. Do not put words in my mouth at all. I am a black woman. I am a domestic violence survivor, so I would never say to anyone that they should abuse Black women. So we're not going to do that here at all. However, when any Black man dates a white woman, they become the big bad Black man. The white woman then uses her whiteness to villainize Black people. So please do not ever misconstrue me saying his first problem was him dating a white woman. I stacked my point. He dated a white woman who does OnlyFans. She's 19 years old and she is a fool. Well, she's actually smart because she's got the money. My point is, we can't ignore race as Black people. We don't have that privilege to do that. Because you think there are not white men who are out here abusing white women and Black women, but that won't make the front page. If you think she's maybe never dated a white man who probably choked her out, then you're mistaken. So we can't not address the fact that he chose to be with a white woman. And because he keeps saying, I'm a Black man, and Tony Bugsby wants to take me down because I'm a Black man, he's also making it about his race. When we as Black people, especially Black women, try to tell our Black men, hey, be careful. Hey, don't do that. It's for a reason, because there are some people who are not in the Black delegation who will love to get fucked by a Black man. And in the moment she's unhappy, he is the big bad Black man. And I don't care what anybody else said. Every content creator has their own opinion. My opinion is based on my opinion. So I've heard many other YouTubers give their point of view. However, somebody else's point of view ain't got shit to do with my point of view. So let's stop that there. Okay, so we're not here to debate any other YouTubers' points of views. We are here because JayLeesCorner is giving her point of view. Okay. Anyway, back to the thing that we're talking about, which is at the end of the day, I said Shannon Sharpe's first mistake was dating a white woman. On top of her being a young white woman, on top of her being in OnlyFans white woman, on top of her being as we now see, a recording conversation white woman. He then chose to secretly try to settle with her for $10 million, which is ring, 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 alert, alert, alert. I can get more money. I can get more money. I can get more money. There are many white men who do what Shannon Sharpe is accused of doing, and no one brings it up. No one paints them as this evil, big Black monster who wants to choke me and who wants to put a big back baby in me, okay? It's all relative. It's all relative. So he can't want our protection. We can't protect you now. At all. He allowed himself to get taken advantage of. He allowed himself to be put in this predicament. The same thing could absolutely happen if he was with a black woman. It absolutely could happen. However, if it was a black woman, Shannon would not bring up, I'm a black man. Look, nowhere is that. Shannon was the one mentioning his race.
Friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about, and I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys.
So when he brought up, because we never see a white person who's being charged or accused of things. I'm a white man. They are trying to take me down as a white man. They don't, because they don't have that. They have the privilege of it not being about their race. So when we tell our famous, intelligent, rich black man, hey, be careful with the white women, is for a reason. Because once the white people come for you, you want the black delegation to come save you. And we can't always do that. And because we have so much, information about the situation, because of the audio that came out, because of we see who she is now, because of the text messages that came out, because of his attorney letting us know, yeah, we offered $10 million. So it's not our fight, but I'm a YouTuber, so I have to talk about it. But it's not really our fight. It isn't. You secretly dated a 20-year-old white girl who does OnlyFans, and you're now surprised and upset that she set you up to sue you because the freaky shit y'all did. She's saying that you took her ass and her cooch. Not all Caucasian people are, mean and sneaky. There are a lot of amazing Caucasian people, but as a 55-year-old black man at the time in 2023, you choosing to go find a 19 or 20-year-old OnlyFans girl to be your secret, baby gravy receiver, sir, that's on you. That's on you. And you try to give the 10 million. Now let me also play this. I believe both things are true. I believe that he was, controlling, and he wanted things this way, because most men his age, that's how they are. I fully believe that things were on his schedule because he's the rich black man paying you for your time. So I do believe he controlled their relationship. I also believe she liked getting that big black dick. I do. I love it too. Okay. I believe she enjoyed it. I also believe she saw a mark. I believe, as she said, it was a consensual sexual relationship until it wasn't. I also think that she chose Tony Buck as a lawyer was stupid, considering what he just went through with Jay-Z. That was dumb, but that was her choice. The text he's put out yesterday of let me see, she want that big black baby gravy, give me the baby gravy, I'm like, that is just, I don't even want gravy no more. Right here. Yesterday was just a recap. Okay, I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it while we're fucking. Okay. I know you missed this big juicy ass, $25K for each cheek, meaning she's used to him paying her for the cooch. Okay. Even the text of her, only if you put that baby gravy in me. I want to put my tongue in your asshole and then marry you. That's my daddy. Fuck, I want you to put a big black baby in me. They absolutely had a filthy relationship. Okay, dirty relationship. It was a dirty thing. However, he chose to still deal with her. She chose to deal with him. And now he's being sued. And now it's clear that he offered her 10 mil. And now it's all of these things. And truthfully, just to play devil's advocate, I believe he offered 10 mil because I don't think he offered her 10 mil because he feels like he did what she accused him of doing. I think he know the freaky shit they did. And he know I can pay her to shut up because she probably do have texts of me saying this and that or whatever. I think that's why he chose to attempt to pay her off. I think once she heard 10 mil, I think she said, and her lawyer said, I want a little bit more. And truthfully, a smart adult woman would have took the 10 mil, signed an NDA, and went on about her life, and then would have went and found the next rich man and moved on. But she's listening to her lawyer, and she's young because she's dumb. An OnlyFans person being offered $10 million. Okay. You would just, and let it be what it is. But it's his fault because he chose an immature, young, 19, 20-year-old person to do things with. Yes, and the book will come, the book will come in about 5 years. And I would name no names. There are many women who have dealt with people in power who have had to endure things and get paid for their pain privately and moved on. There are many who've done that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, child, I don't feel bad for that man at all. Now she's dumb because now any man that deal with her won't trust her. Because you're saying that we had a consensual relationship that turned different, in my opinion. And if that is true, she deserves her justice. However, if people feel like, well, y'all had a consensual relationship for 2 years, but then you're suing him for money, how can I trust that if we're together, you won't do the same for me? She's a young white girl. Many rich men are going to want to fuck her. Truth be told, is what it is. Okay, and if she's already in the atmosphere to be around Shannon Sharpe, meaning she's probably gonna be around other football players and other athletes or whatever. So you just ruined your stock. You could have gotten 10 mil from Shannon and got 20 M's. You know what I'm saying? So it's a catch-22. Again, it's her saying it wasn't consensual. It's him saying it was. It's a he say, she say. It's he say, she say. And in the text her lawyers put out, it was her saying, I told you to put a condom on and you didn't. And it was, anal sex. It was booty sex. And I didn't want booty sex. And as I said before, no means no, no matter when you say no. No always means no, period. I don't care. If you say no right after putting a tip in, no means no. So that's not even debatable. But again, if he's saying it was a consensual relationship and she's saying, well, no, those 3 times, it wasn't. But it's his fault. Even if the sheer fact that there was no NDA, there was no contractual agreement of what was going on, is why it's his fault. I would have taken the 10 million. Period. So we shall see. I'm pretty sure this case, I don't see the case going away because he is trying to prove his point. So is she. As he put out texts and whatever, she does too. I'm her attorneys. So we, who knows? I'm gonna repeat this one last time. Okay, we as Black people do not have the privilege to not look at race in these situations. So if you are a wealthy person, if you are someone who has something to lose and you are having a consensual relationship with somebody, put safeguards in place so that, like, don't talk over the phone. Don't say shit like I'm gonna beat your ass. Don't say, even if y'all have that BDSM thing, leave that shit in person. Okay, I have a rule: the phones are not in the bedroom unless we're recording. Leave the phones elsewhere. So when you are having a consensual relationship with somebody, okay, leave the phone away from what y'all doing. So that way no one is recording anything. Because if in the midst of y'all talking and doing it or whatever, and she just says, no, stop, and you think y'all are being freaky deaky and you're supposed to keep going, it sounds like rape. Even if that's your thing. Even if you are a woman who wants to feel dominated, if that's your thing, you don't do it. Even if you are a woman who likes to be degraded and talked down to, and call me a dirty slut, you whore. Even if you like that, when you hear that with no context, oh, he is crazy. He called her a dirty whore. He choked her out. Oh my God, she can't breathe. Is he killing her? Anything heard out of context won't make sense to the average Joe. As I said in my video earlier today, I said there's a difference between women who are domestic violence survivors, and we will record things for our protection. So when a man does say, I wasn't doing this and I wasn't doing that, you have proof. But there's a difference between true proof and let me coax a conversation to make somebody mad, and then you hear them being upset because I know how to piss them off and I now have the fake proof. You know what I'm saying? So it's a difference between that. As I said in the audio, he didn't even really sound upset. But he absolutely said, I'm gonna fucking choke the shit out of you. But that's what they do. If she like, I want you to put your thing down my throat, in the back of my throat, and choke me. If that's their kinky thing, he's doing their kinky thing. If her thing is, I want that big black baby gravy, because who the fuck say that on a regular day? No one. No one. So it'll get handled in court. But I mean, it's his fault. It's fully his fault. Anyway, y'all, I did not mean to go on for so long, child, but I was like, nigga. It was a lot to go over, okay? It was a lot. But I'm telling y'all, looking at her,
that's suspicious.
Yeah, it's funny.
That's weird.
Why would she say that? Like,
anyway, look, this is not for me to decide. It is all a conversation. At the end of the day, a victim is still a victim. No means no, no matter when you say no. And even if you have a consensual, agreed upon relationship, if someone says no, you are supposed to stop. Period. Okay. Also, if you are a black man, be careful around people who record you. Okay. If you are a grown 55, 50, whatever your man, don't date children who are too young to know how to take that big black cock. Okay. Anyway, y'all, I gotta go. Y'all do not forget to there's other content up. Go watch all those things. Okay. And stuff. I do videos all the time. I probably will not be live tomorrow because I'm going to see Sinners again tomorrow. And I'm going to see it after work. So I feel like by the time I am off work, I won't be live. But I may come on. If I do a live tomorrow, it will probably be at 9:30 p.m. and at 9. So we shall see. But y'all make sure to like the video. Okay, comment. Look, like the video. Share the video, subscribe to my channel, okay? Watch the other content, okay? And look, be smart. Be smart, okay? Don't be no booty taker. Don't be up here abusing people that you're dating. And, you know, if you fuck up, oh, my Michelle, or yo Gabby, just be smart, okay? But you, Shannon, you are guilty by association. And I said what I said. Now, like the video, I gotta go. Bye.